Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of STEM Survival. Now, for today, as many of you can probably gather from our ingredients, you are looking at a very important STEM survival skill. And that survival skill is the art of making the perfect s'more. Now, in order to do that, we have a variety of ingredients. This is our chocolate. I actually have several different kinds. We'll get to why. We've got some bananas, 2 pieces of foil, some graham crackers, some marshmallows, a knife. I've got my tongs to pull things out of the fire with, and I have got my stick so that I can safely roast marshmallows. So as you see over here, I have some good marshmallows. They're ready to go. Good is subjective. I mean, I am of the school of people that love my marshmallows, the blacker the better. I like a mess. I kind of burn them on purpose. I have seen people that can do like a beautiful light roast on their marshmallows. I'm not one of those, so I love it. I love the black on there. So that's intentional. Just kidding, it's not intentional. I just don't know how. Okay, anyway, so you got your marshmallow. You have your piece of chocolate. And of course, one of my favorite skills about this is the little trick where you just slide your marshmallow off your stick so you don't burn yourself on a hot, gooey marshmallow. There you go. And that, of course, is the classic s'more technique. There you go. Once you let it squish in there for a little bit, that hot marshmallow is gonna melt that chocolate. You're gonna have a beautiful little confection here. So we will just set Exhibit A down here to admire as we continue through another variety of great s'more projects. Now, I had said that I had a variety of chocolates, and this is really fun. So I found these thin Reese's, and I am a fan of all things peanut butter. So I grabbed myself some of these because they're gonna go on there just like a Hershey's. And I just wanna encourage you during this particular survival process to grab what you have on hand. Sometimes when we don't have the materials we need, improvising is the best solution. You can get something better than you started with. And in this case, better means not just a chocolate s'more, but a chocolate peanut butter one. Look at how messy and gooey and lovely that is. That is nothing but deliciousness on a graham cracker, my friends. All right, so other s'more techniques. One that I really like because it gives you kind of a toasted flavor is when you take your graham crackers and your marshmallow and your chocolate, you wrap them all up in foil. Make sure that you put it shiny side up. You set them in your fire to roast. Now I like this because you get a nice roasted graham cracker flavor. It's very unique. It's really toasty and delicious, and I really enjoy it. So this is one way that I do it. For anybody that's ever done much cooking over an open fire or is new to it, it's important to note that you need to look for a place that has a lot of hot coals in it. You don't just want to throw it over an open flame. The coals are hotter. They're gonna smolder for you and give you a nice finished thing. So a lot of times what you do in a survival situation, if you want to cook, or any camping situation, is you start your fire and you just let it burn for a little bit. Enjoy it, get your ingredients together, give it even a couple hours if you can so that you have a nice bed of coals built up. And that's where you want to put your objects that you're cooking to cook more evenly, to cook sooner and more thoroughly, and give it that really delicious roasted flavor. So for my final s'more recipe, this is a favorite at home, whether you're grilling or whatever. This is also my go-to when we are out of graham crackers, because like I said, sometimes you just take what you have on hand and you make it work. So this is where our knife comes in handy. You want to cut the banana, but you don't want to cut through the bottom peel. So if you take a look, there's a nice deep cut here. Nothing on this side. This banana remains smooth and clean on this side, and that's because once you're done, you want to push the edges in and create this nice little wide spot right here. And now that you have a big old boat in there, I always think of it as a banana boat, You can just get some pieces of chocolate, whatever you want here. This is what's super fun. And obviously this is a recipe born of desperation when I've been out of everything and still wanted some s'mores. Here's some Rolos here. And then our marshmallow. Shove that in there. I mean, it doesn't have to fit perfectly. You can be a little rough though, because we're gonna take the foil. We're gonna wrap it all up in foil when we're done. So, here we go. Close it up, wrap it up. Now the trick to this one is you don't want to leave it on for too long. When you do the banana boats, the problem that you're going to have if you leave it on too long is you can completely liquidize your banana. What you want is just melted chocolate, melted marshmallow, and a little bit of melty banana, just not melted all the way. So then we just sit those in the coals, and we wait for them to bake. Now, once our toasty marshmallow graham cracker concoction is done, pull it out of its foil. We got it a little burnt on the edges there. That can happen. That might be a little too much, but you have a nice and melty mess. You can just fold it over, use your tin foil as another plate. It works really well. So yeah, a little burnt on the edges, but still delicious. Let's see what else we have for a good banana boat. One right here that we completed. Let's see if we got it out of there on time. Oh yeah. So a lot of times you have to take a fork, or you can just scoop it all back in there. Trying to make a pretty picture of this mess. But it definitely wasn't on for too long. And what you have is this delicious chocolatey banana complete thing. So I will leave it for all of you survivalists out there to decide what the best version of a s'more is, whether it's the classic with a Hershey's, a Reese's, or one of these other ways of cooking it. Thank you so much. I hope you all are getting an opportunity to do a little outdoor cooking. It's always a lot of fun. It can be messy. It can really pay off though. It gives it a whole other flavor. Have a nice afternoon, everybody.